Okay, hello everyone. I will continuing telling the truth of the phantom who I meet in Berlin. What I want to say, not listen to medicine or science or this person. I I I want to say for you. I make everything. Then listen to what I am saying for you. What I am saying for you. I am saying for you, this phantom take a personage. He come as president. He come as people. He come as my bestie, my best girlfriend. Every time there is my best friend. Every time there is my best friend in the discussion in the history, and they come. They take personage of footballer, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Munich, Dortmund also because I am in Germany. Then some from Italy, from Roma. There is also Roma in Union European because I am saying for you this after it's my hobby. It's something I love it with Phantom because I am saying for you I am not ordinary people. At the start I am not ordinary people. I make in the start I make artistic life. I am not as ordinary people. I make artistic life, but good life. But when the phantom was common in Berlin, I didn't choose this life or this situation, but I love it. Then I use this with time for fabric or made war, who make war in the war. If I say for you, the phantom come as Merkel, as Macron, as Benzema, as Zidane, as Cristiano, as Messi, as a lot of personages. I will remember them in the history as Trump at epoch and how I say for you, the phantom give you all the information what you must know and what you don't must know. You can't stop it. When I give him, for example, name, you know, for example, you can imagine gross machine, big machine, and you work in this machine. You for example, you write or you give for this machine one name, and this machine they will give you all the renseignement of this person. The same thing, what he do the phantom. They will give you all the details, all the information, what you need and what you didn't need, and you can't stop it. I say for you is as machine is structural as you have army, military army of renseignement. And I love this situation, and with time, that is my hobby. Uh, I am not ordinary people. I can meet some people. I can if I am not regular. I haven't document. I haven't a job. But these people who I see, who I watch in street, or who I meet in river, or I don't know, or in city, I am strong personality. This person they can't help me. Every time I must help people. For this reason, I say I am not ordinary people because in my country, my job. You can say this is my job or my street or my way. Uh, from from children or from I am young to now, all this way let me not ordinary people. Okay, then what I say, the phantom, I meet the phantom, then with time, I develop the work with this phantom. and uh, we made war, or we plan war, or we plan first conflict, because uh, in this period there is no war, gross war like Russia, and now in Gaza, in Israel, etc. But if you want, there is a lot of attack terrorist in Europe at this epoch, the last 10 years. I can tell you, for example, Charlie Atlanta, Berlin Atlanta, Gare de l'Est in Bruxelles, a lot of attack terrorists, and I remember a lot of a lot of things, because for example, uh, my best friend, if she is not with me, if she is, for example, because she is also state, my best friend also, she is state, as I am also state. If I am individual, I am only a person, I haven't state in my country, I am not, but I am a person, not ordinary, you can say I am also state. Then my best friend, if she is, for example, in a situation, she must make war, or she must protest, or she must make attack, or must respond. So if another state attack my best friend, or something like this, in some situation, me and my best friend, we must make, for example, attentat, or we must prepare attentat, or must attack, or must say fuck for somebody, for example. But it's not one people, this is for state. We attack, for example, state, because I am not here to attack people or make problem for one person. I am here to plan who attack, for example, state, what I can do in Europe, for example. When I am, for example, in Paris, I will look what can do, for example, France, to make problem with Germany. When I am in Germany, I am, for example, with Germany against France. But now, France and Germany was make union because this war in Russia. But I am planning how to make problem with France, between France and Germany, and Italy and Spain, and all things. We plan. I say, I am here to say, I plan to make war everywhere, and like this is my hobby. And also because I haven't my best friend. She is not with me. She is not with me. Also, it's that's an abnormal force, because why she is not with me in Germany, my best friend? Because also the system, or I don't know, they will return to the depart. The depart. I am separated with my best friend. And when I am separate with my best friend, and she is state, for example, she's a big personnel, or something like this, the system didn't let me make a relationship with these girls, not with my first best friend, but with these girls who she is, for example, as my best friend, because they say this is the same. Also the phantom, when I am with in the street, for example, I am with girls, the phantom who will say, he show me, he say to me, this is your wife, this is your best friend. He used his name. He will say, this is your best friend. Then imagine, for example, when if ordinary people, and me, it's not the same, because when I have, for example, the Trump, or I have Macron, or I have Merkel, and I have all this information, who phantom give me this information, and I am not here to apply directly. I am here to think, and to plan what I can use, because sometimes it's me, I drive the phantom. A lot of times it's me who drive the phantom. It's not the phantom who drive me. But in this situation, also the phantom drive me, because as a result, I didn't go talking with my girlfriend, for example, because there is phantom. Then sometimes me I drive and sometimes the phantom who drives. And all in this situation I haven't time about thinking. For example, if there is if I am in administration or I am, for example, there is police here, he will ask me, or I don't know, I am in situation I haven't time to think a lot of you. You give me question, I will respond in 1 second. 1 minute, I will give you the response, and any results. I don't have time to think about this result. I am in situation. I must respond quickly because when you are when you have in your hand machine of information, that's phantom, and he think and he plan a lot of thing. Uh, uh, at the end, you haven't time to think but all thing, but all thing you must let some idea, something like this, something this. I haven't time to think a lot of. Then the photon he can. I am in Berlin and he give me the situation in my hand, in my country. He can give me, for example, the president, the people, what happened. Sometimes it truth 100%. Sometimes I must search the information. I must search the information, but the scenario, how he make the scenario for the war, 1 plus n is equal 2. He give you the information. You can't say this is not truth. You can only say this is truth. This is exactly. But sometimes I will search. I will call in my with my telephone the person, or I don't know, and I will say for him this is not truth. This is imagination. Maybe it's he plan the phantom. He plans something for another time. A lot of thing, a lot of war, a lot of conflict, a lot of information. And if I say for you, I am the first person. I am the first person opposant in my country. I am the first person who say, for example, who come here, who use the telephone for make opposition for his government. For example, I am the first person because I talk about since 10 years. Since 10 years, there is not this one. If I say for you, I plan to make war in my country with phantom. I planned. If I say to you what happened in my country, I am the person who planned this from Germany, from Berlin, from Almania. And this I am in Germany, and this action was realized in my country. Then it's true because when I say something for my phantom, I feel something, some action. I live the moment when he go make this action, when he go realize this action, for example, in my country. But sometimes I will give him order to make this action, for example, in Paris, or in Germany, but he will not make it in Germany. He will make it, for example, in Paris. All what happened in Paris after Charlie, after Gilets jaunes, for example, in Paris, and all this big action who was passed in Europe. But the systems, for example, sometimes I can't sometimes because I am here to share. For example, I have a lot of this Merkel. There is France, there is Germany, there is, and the best one, or who gross information, he will win the plan, because sometimes uh, it's Paris, sometimes it's Germany, sometimes I am here just to give to show the phantom. I will show him the way or the street, but sometimes we I haven't power for this for the result. Sometimes I haven't power for the results. The results can come as much of football. Sometimes, for example, Munich play against Barcelona or against Real Madrid, and who will win this match. Sometimes I will make, for example, the phantom game over for Real Madrid, and in this case Real Madrid will win. But sometimes I will make, for example, today not the Real Madrid, it's for example Barcelona will win. It's Barcelona will, because the match with Phantom you will watch it in street, in your life, in city, in river, I don't know, in city we will watch, we will you will play, or we will play one role in this with people in this society. You will play this. If I make one action, this action make with Phantom, of course, with this action will give results, and if I change the results also in the situation will change. For this reason, sometimes if I name this, for example, the system of France come with force, I can't make, for example, Germany win the if there is, for example, something like this. And what also we plan a lot of, and there is also every time there is America in the middle, because I use, for example, I use the Twitter, I use Facebook, I use Facebook, I use internet, I use a telephone. Then there is America. Then I will watch some American, for example, in Germany, or I don't know, from London, from Germany, from America in London, some persons. There is what I say. This is not imagination. This is truth with real person, with real person. And what you can, why you must believe. Before I am, for example, in Berlin, for example, there is officially, there is systems, there is president, there is government. In Paris also there is people, there is and there is all this action. And I have idea. When I have idea, I plan, and I must think quickly and take a decision and write this decision. I will write it, for example, in Twitter or in Facebook, and then like this. And something I can't remember it, because it's quickly. What I'm saying, I love it. I love the situation, but I love it for short time, not for every time. If you can stop it, for example, the phantom, he will go, and you give him a rendezvous, and he will come in rendezvous for 1 hour, or I don't know, for studying all these questions. It's good, but for every time, this make you tired, very tired, and all this situation. And for make the situation, you will win at the end. You are normally person, and you are not psychic, or we have you have a good feeling and all this. You must be a person as me. You person, you are enter in this situation, in this stadium, but you will come back. You know what say the medicine, what say the science, what say what you mean, what say the logic of person. But at the end you will come back, because if it's a simple person, he will go kaput in his life, and he cannot return, because the world of phantom, it's a big world. And somebody, he will say for me, why you didn't use the phantom for make, for example, money. uh, I can't, you can't say for him, but you can use it for this. But it's not he will not do what you want. For example, he is here, only he search, for example, war. Phantom, he search war, but it's not here. He work for me. He work for me. I say for him, go give me money, search for me money, and he go, he search money, and he return with money for me. But you can play something like this. Okay, I say what you listened, and I don't know which subject I will I will start because I will talk of wars. After I will work for wars for to make analysis. I prefer to talk for you. There is this phantom, and now I haven't this phantom with me, but I meet this phantom or these systems or all this thing in Germany and in Europe, and as of results, there is now action of war. I remember a lot of actions. I can't tell you, for example, some actions in Iraq, in Syria. I remember this one. There is at epoch there is in Syria also there is Islamic State, there is Khilafat, and there is some attacks and this some action, because in this time I work this because I will not search if it's Islamic or if it's I don't know. I search results, attack terrorists. I want make destabilization the world. I want make war. If it's Islamic, if I don't know, I will use everything. I will use everything to make war. The results, we won't make war. We won't make war. And why I didn't play war in my country? Because in my country the war was not realized because the system, he didn't make the step to go the war. But the war was planned, was realized exactly as I am saying. As what I am saying, the war was planned and was realized in my country. But the system, the military system, he didn't want go to war because he wants to stay in power, and there is money and there is a, he don't make he don't calculate, for example, what saying the history, because war was arrived in my country. And that's what I can say for you now, and I will come back and I say what you listened, and I will look for a subject for war and make a good analysis for you.